Welcome to the first ever post-game press conference here under the coach Tamika Reed era. The 49ers get the win over Presbyterian. We are joined here tonight by Tamika Reed alongside student athletes Jayla Kelly and Haley Breland. We're opening up the floor for questions.
Coach, first game, what are the emotions like after a win like that? First takeaway that I noticed was just the up-tempo defense you guys like to play. A lot of half-court traps, a lot of stuff like that. So what's the emotions like right now?
You know, I am, very proud of these ladies. I thought they played hard in a lot of good spots on the court. And I'm a tough coach. You know, I'm so thankful that they got my first win as the head coach for the 49ers. But we have to improve, and we have to improve quickly because we have a game right around the corner. But other than that, I think that we were able to get our jitters out. We were able to get on the floor and do what we've been working so hard to do and show who we are and what our identity would be moving forward. And I thought they did a good job to show a glimpse of that.
Haley and Jayla, when you guys are playing that type of defense on a team, forcing that number of turnovers, when do you see that frustration really start to pick up? And then what do you see that do to opposing teams when they do start to get that frustration from that press?
I feel like that's our job. That's our job. We practice putting a lot of pressure on defense. We're taught to put a lot of ball pressure on the ball, trap, run around. We put a lot of pressure on the teams, and we can tell when they're ready to lay down, and we don't give up. We still gonna put our foot down.
Yeah, it's exciting. We like to play that way. We like to get in people's grill, mess them up, upset them. Like, that's just what we like to do. We like to mess with people a little bit. So, and we do it by defense.
For Haley, led the team in scoring tonight. You mentioned at the press conference this past week, you're a really good shooter, but you also rebounded really well, grabbed 6, I think. For a team that plays as many guards as you do, rebounding is going to be important for all positions. So what do you feel like, you did well tonight, rebounding and maybe boxing out?
Yeah, that was one of our goals. Like, we put that on the top of our list every game to go get rebounds. And, we kind of struggled in that area. But, you got to dig it out and go get them boards. I put that on myself. I told myself I'm going to go grab some rebounds tonight.
Coach, 10 of 12 players scored tonight. How important is it to see the buckets spread out across the floor?
I told the team that it was great balance in our locker room, and I was really proud of that. When you can get 10 players scoring and get as many as we had in double digits, that says a lot about them moving the ball, sharing the ball, and having quality possessions. We're taking advantage of the possessions that we have, and that's our goal. We want to average right at 80 points a game right now here in preseason, and so in order to do that, we have to have this as a consistent thing with that many players scoring.
Coach Reed, the ball pressure was tremendous. In the first half, I was trying to count, but everyone, the doubling and the pressure and the trying to take charges, it was beautiful. There was bodies all over the floor. What do you attest that to, and how do you keep that energy up throughout the season?
Well, our coaches does a great job with our players and working them out. We break down our defense in practice. We break it down part and go whole with it. We work extremely hard defensively. I think offense is our second thought. Defense is our first thought. We start practice with defense. We end practice with defense. That's a major focus for us. And we recruited fast players. We recruited players who can fly around. And I am as impressed with our post as well. They do a good job in flying around in the back court and in the front court. And so I'm just really proud of our players, making that adjustment and in-game adjustment and being able to fly around. Now, we are fatigued somewhat. We get tired and we give up easy baskets when we do that. And so it's going to be an ongoing thing for us. We'll press some and we'll slow it down some. And so you'll see a mixture of both. But we have a very smart team that can make those type of adjustments.
Coach Reed, the defense tonight has been really impressive, and the physicality the whole team showed was impressive, just taking charges, not afraid to get in people's grill. Really impressive. I want to know how well is your scheme and how the style of your coaching translated from Jackson State to here?
That's a good question. Not much changed. I will say I am still hungry. I'm still hungry to be successful. I'm hungry for us to make a name for ourselves. I'm hungry to take this program to the top. Our players are as well, and that's our driving force every day. That's the work ethic that I have and my staff have, and we're not going to let up. We're not complacent. We're not comfortable. You know, we want to continue to work. I've always been a defensive person, and I'm a tough coach. And right now, you'll see my players adjusting to my style. It's an ongoing journey. You know, some can take it, some can't. If you look at the bench close enough, some are crying. You know, it's going to be a process. But I asked them in the locker room after the game, do you guys want me to dial it down some? Do you want me to scale it back? I will. I can change my coaching style. And they all said no. And so I told them I see something in them, and it's my job to bring it out of them. And that comes with tough coaching. And that's what I was at, you know, how I was at Jackson State, and that has transitioned here.
Haley and Jayla, Coach brought up fatigue. Just, you know, first game, you're really going at it, especially with that press. Do you guys feel like that's something you can work on in practice, or do you almost need games to be able to kind of adjust to that kind of rhythm versus, you know, what the rhythm of a practice may be?
I feel like we get up and down a lot in practice, but there's nothing like playing a real game, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's just going to come with time. Like when we get our feet under us in these next couple games, I think it's going to really make a difference of how we look and how long people can go. But we do get up and down a lot in practice.
Yeah, I like she said, it's a process. You know, like having, 13 new players all coming together. It's a process of learning her style, like getting in shape, in that in-game shape, and playing the way she wants us to play and expects us to play. So, you know, it's just a process. We'll get there.
Coach, you guys held them scoreless for the final 3 minutes of the first half and then went on your biggest run of the game right to start that second half. That little window right there, how important is that, especially when you get into games against some really tougher teams, especially in conference play, that stretch between the end of the first half and the start of the second half?
Yeah, we, you know, in the first half is our time to go in and make adjustments. And so I just told the players, you know, we got to finish strong. Every quarter has to be finished strong. And again, we are supposed to hold teams to 8 to 10 points a quarter. And so we try to stick to that the best way we can. So at timeouts, our coaches are telling the players what the difference is. You know, okay, they scored this amount of points. Hey, they can't score anymore. You know, and the players take that personal and try to go stick to that. But you know, halftime, you can get in that locker room and come out with an adjustment and come back out and play a little bit harder. That's our goal.
So, Coach, defensively, Charlotte had the ball or had the lead for almost 40 minutes, and Presbyterian only had the ball or the lead for only roughly about a minute. Offensively, what improvements are you looking forward to as the season progresses?
Offensively, what are we looking for? What'd you say?
Like offensively, was there anything you saw tonight that could be improved on? Anything you're trying to like see more of as the season progresses?
Yeah, we still have to shoot the ball better. We have to shoot the ball better from the three. We have to finish around the basket, and we have to get more points off the offensive rebound. So I would like to see us do that better. Also, flow into our offense a little bit better and execute a little bit more. That has to improve tremendously, and so we're just going to continue to put them in tough situations in practice and practice against our guys and make our guys amp it up a little bit and make it tougher for them. But we have to get into our offense more fluently and be able to execute.
Thank you, Coach Reed and Jayla and Haley. Charlotte gets to win tonight. We will see you again on Thursday as the Niners take on Wake Forest.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.